Are you pulling your punches? I'm Pastor Adam. This is continuing the conversation. And on Sunday, we talked about pulling our Pentecostal punches. It was Pentecost Sunday. And we talked about how when Peter and the disciples are praying in the upper room, they encounter the Holy Spirit, they're baptized in the Spirit, and then they go out and they use that power that they received from the Spirit by being obedient to God and following his plan. They have the power to then minister to others in a special way. And that manifested in speaking in tongues through of other languages that people heard. They're like, what is going on? And what was going on was God was using those people to minister to others. You see, the power the Holy Spirit gives us is for us to minister to others. It is to advance God's kingdom. And when we are hesitant or not using the gifts that the Spirit has given us, we actually minimize God's what God is trying to do in the lives of others, and we end up pulling our punches because we're not using all of the abilities, all the power that God has given us. So what does this mean for you and for me today is, well, sometimes we often pull our punches because we're trying to be cordial, or we're trying to be too nice, or maybe it's awkward. I don't want to make this person awkward, or it's weird. But by doing those things, you are giving up what God is trying to do in somebody's life. If somebody needed healing and God said, go pray for that person, but you're like, oh, well, what if it doesn't happen? Or that's really weird. I don't really know this person. God's trying to heal them, and yet you're pulling your punches by not going up and doing what God had said. So today, would you go out and do what God has asked you to do, and go out knowing that God has your back? I'm Pastor Adam. This is Continuing the Conversation. I'll see you next time.